project, which explores the ambient noises of Third Ward through payphones feedback.
Hey!
Hi!
Well, first of all, welcome to the I Love Third Ward space tonight at Art League. And I want to thank Art League for helping me manifest this. It's pretty wonderful. And I'm kind of giddy right now, so I'm going to talk through my giddiness. So, if anybody wants to know what my art process is and how this came about, well, A, I'm a lover of Third Ward, A, and B, I'm a homeowner in Third Ward. One thing I've noticed is like everything is changing pretty rapidly, due to gentrification and that sort of thing. So a lot of the stuff that you see here doesn't even look like that anymore, or it's gone completely. Some of the stuff is still here. So I wanted to I look at Third Ward as like our Harlem or our Brooklyn. It's kind of like the Brooklyn, Harlem of the South. It's a cultural epicenter. You got 2 colleges there. A lot of people go there to eat, fine dining, hood food and that sort of thing, and all this really great cultural exchange that happens there. So that's kind of how I look at it. And I wanted to give it an aesthetic spin. I wanted people to look at Third Ward as like a treasure, something to cherish. So as I saw these changes being made, I was kind of whip out my camera and say, oh, that looks like a great scene. People need to see this. At least I'll take it for myself. And that was years ago. Like for example, these pictures right here, wolves. It was like years ago I took those. And I just saw it. It would just like look like a cool shot, something vintage, something unique to Houston. And it's like Houston as a whole does not really cherish its history, or it hasn't for a long time. So that's why you don't have a lot of vintage stuff going around. Like a lot of vintage buildings are demolished. So you take a neighborhood like Third Ward, it still has like a lot of culture there. The prices have gone up. It's hard to stay there, that sort of thing. So what I wanted to do was document the changes. I wanted, you to look at these pictures and feel like the emotional pull of this is what's not going to be here anymore, or this is what was here, and that sort of thing. So with that being said, also the material that you see here, like it's all printed on aluminum, it's all printed on metal, because I wanted to give it a sense of permanence, for once, because since everything is like moving and shaking and that sort of thing. And it just looks cool. You hit the light, a certain way, look at the angle, it's just like, wow, okay, that looks cool. Especially the Frenchies. Speaking of which, you notice I have 3 Frenchies pictures in the back. Frenchies is a special place. Does everybody admit Frenchies is a special place? Everybody's been through the drive-thru and that sort of thing. It's one of the top places you go. You send people like food that are coming from out of town. That building is not going to be there in a few months. It got sold to the church, so that's going to be gone. And I was driving by it recently, and I was like, this is going to have the same feeling of when you're on 610, and you drive past Astroworld, or the plot of land that used to be Astroworld, you still have that feeling like, so that's going to be our Astroworld feeling when that changes. It's going to be moved up the street, but it's not going to be the same. We all know that. So in the back behind you, you see like a big Monopoly board. You see the Monopoly, if you look at it up close, it's kind of different than a regular Monopoly board. All the streets have changed to reflect Third Ward. This is part of my last art installation, which existed at Project Row Houses, the I Love Third Ward house. Some of the pictures. Oh, that's Ocean Assault. All these sounds that you're hearing are like ambient audio of Third Ward. Just so you get, so basically I'm bringing Third Ward into the space. So, what else can I tell you? So, I have this thing where like if I see a school that's getting demolished in the Third Ward area, I have to take a picture of it. Lockhart Elementary is gone. Jack Yates is no longer there. Yeah, I just thought this is cool. What else can I tell you? Oh, the French's marquee back there, that doesn't exist anymore. But it looks great. So in the back, you can see like some videos playing. Those are going to be basically my thoughts on gentrification. There's a comedy that I did in 2008 based on like what I felt about gentrification and how it made me feel. It's a lot of satire in it, and I made that in '08, and everything that happened satirically in that actually exists now. So it's kind of like prophetic. It's kind of weird. Now look at it now, it's like, man, I saw this coming. Like just the high prices of houses, that sort of thing. Well, without me jabbering and gibbering, does anybody have any questions for me? Because I'd love to answer questions. Anybody have anything they want to know about my artistic process? Maybe my furry white Kango? Anything at all? Anybody want to line up and buy all the pieces off the wall? That's cool too. I'm open to everything the universe brings to me. Also, I'm playing on the videos. After the comedy, you'll see like part of my I Love Third Ward series, which I documented asking folks in front of my last art installation, what do you love about Third Ward? The answers are very compelling. So I advise everybody just throw on the headphones and see what you get out of that. So if anybody doesn't have any other questions or anything, I'll be around. Tap me on the shoulder. If you want a hug, I'm here for that too. Thank you for listening to me.